It has been quite the rainy week, but today the sun is out. You can still see all the moisture coming up from the mountains though. So the trail is probably still going to be muddy, but it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day for a hike here. We've got the next set of yellow flowers coming up in the meadows here. That's hawkweed. The fleabane is still going strong here too. And then we've got lots of clover coming up now. So we've got both the white clover and the red clover. The striped maples are now pretty much fully leafed out. They have these big leaves, usually with 3 points. The Canada mayflowers are still blooming here. There are a lot of mushrooms out here today. After that week of rain we've had, there should be plenty of them coming up now. We're seeing some fresh young green on the partridge berries here. No flowers yet. Those come later in the year. We still have a jack in the pulpit here. Now in this area there are a lot of plants mixed in here that somewhat resemble strawberries. However, these are on runners with prickles. Strawberries don't actually make prickles. So this is a dewberry. It's actually related to the blackberries that are blooming right now. And it looks like I found a spider nursery. Lots of tiny little baby spiders here. So here we have another smilax vine. These are also called greenbriers. And they have these tendrils that help them hold up onto support when they climb up on branches. They also have pretty nasty thorns, as you can see. Most of the spring ephemerals are now gone. They're making seeds. But we still have cinquefoil blooming out here. The wild geraniums are still blooming as well. Sometimes the things you see on the forest floor clue you in what's above. So here we have a little spider who caught tiny flowers in her web. These look like holly flowers. So if we look above the trail here, we should be finding the tree that lost these flowers. So yes, we have the tree with the flowers up here. This looks to be a mountain holly. So this is one of our deciduous hollies, the ones that lose their leaves over the winter and then make new leaves in the spring. And it's blooming right now. This is another plant that comes in separate female and male versions. So if we take a closer look at these here, these appear to be males. You can see they have stamens to make pollen, but they do not have the center part. They don't have the carpel for the female part. So this tree is a male. We'll see if we can find some females along the way. Lots of these tiny blossoms on the trail here. This probably is your first clue that this is actually a male. Only the males drop their flowers like that. The females will keep theirs and turn them into fruits to spread the seeds. The violets are pretty much all done blooming now. Lots of seed pods on them though. So here we have a couple lilies coming up, and unfortunately we also see evidence of that fungal disease that is decimating the native lilies in our forests. So these probably won't bloom. The fungus kills them before they can finish their reproductive cycle. So this is of concern because that means that we're slowly losing these lilies because they can no longer reseed. Here we have that vine again with the heart-shaped leaves and those wisps of flowers. I believe this is wild yam. So these flowers are sometimes called summer bluets, or some people call them Venus pride. So they are bluets, but they actually have these white or sometimes a hint of purple flowers. The sweet Cicely is going to seed. Solomon's plume is still in bloom here. The Solomon seal blossoms have opened up now. Things look pretty much like summer out here now. The forest canopy has pretty much closed in with leaves. The spring ephemerals are gone or going to seed. If we look out into the landscape here, it has really gotten very green out there in the valleys.